the 1st of February. We've had a right day today, haven't we?
Just, I can hear me really loudly and I can't hear you very, very much at all. So just stand a little bit. I'll take a picture. This is our made up. You don't be too stupid now. You're getting too close. Yeah, we've had a right good day today, haven't we, Joanne?
Flipping rubbish.
Yeah, we fell out this morning because Joe took ages getting ready.
And I didn't.
You did.
I didn't.
I tell you what.
And you were
There'll be lots
revving
of blokes
the
listening to me now. No, look, listen. There'll be loads of blokes. I said, let's just go and have a quick walk. We'll have a shower later on.
Yeah.
So
I haven't even had a shower or anything. So
Nor have
it's
I.
taken me ages.
Nor have I.
haven't
All I
washed
did
my
was
hair
put my
or
shorts on,
anything.
put my shirt on, clean my teeth. I even washed the sink, emptied the bin, put a new bin in, did all the recycling, pulled the car outside, and you're going, oh, have it in a minute, stop rushing me. And I'm going, what do you mean rushing? What do you mean?
You were rushing me. You were revving the car up outside.
I wasn't revving the car at all.
So I was putting my shoes on last minute. Then I noticed the radio was still on. So I ran over to the other side of the room and switched the radio off and then legged it outside.
Yeah. And I said, you got the key? What a dick. What an absolute dick.
Stop it. I'm not taking the entire blame for it.
Yes, you should.
Oh, well, I'm not
You were the
doing.
last one out of the apartment. We're in this apartment. Let me just draw you the picture. And it's got UPVC doors. It's just had a refit, hasn't it? It looks like it's an old banana building that's had... That sounds rough, but it's all, all new windows and doors.
Yeah, it's
all
nice.
New, it's nice. It's a lovely place. And it's got a European, it's actually called a European double barrel lock. That's what they're called.
You know that now.
Oh, I
You've
do know
Googled
that
it.
now. 'Cause I fucking Googled it. So anyway, Joe leaves the keys in the back of the door, closes the door, which means that we can't get in because you can't, it's not like UPVC in Inglaterra, where you have to physically lock it with a key. You can just pull it shut and
it's locked.
And it's locked. If there's a key in the back, you can't open it. So we went for a walk, came back, and Joe sheepishly had to go and see our racist landlord. It'd be all right. He won't listen to this podcast. There's no way. He's German. And he can't keep up that fast.
No.
So by now he'd switched it off. So he is a racist, though. To be fair, he'd probably say he was a racist, wouldn't he?
Well, no, because he was...
Oh, no,
Did he see you on
hang
Facebook?
On. Hang on. Are we going
He
into...
clocked
Are we going into...
straight
Let's
into
not say
it.
his name. Let's
No.
call him Klaus.
Klaus.
Um,
We had to sit about outside,
we had to
didn't
sit
we?
about. We had to
And
wait around, wait for the man from the banana plantation. It sounds like a made-up Mark story,
doesn't it?
We're on a banana plantation, so we're waiting for a man from a banana plantation to turn up to let us in. And I've Googled it, so I have no idea how he's going to let us in. Anyway, in the meantime, so we sat there, and Klaus, he said his name then.
Yeah, who's directly next door.
Yeah, he's literally next door. He's attached to our building, and it's been really great. And
Oh,
we've
yeah.
been here for 3 weeks, and we've seen him a couple of times, really, just say hola to. And so he makes us a cup of tea, which was quite shocking because he's actually got some tea bags that taste all right. That's the other thing.
It probably cost him about 30 quid.
Yeah, Joe's been worrying this week. Can I just say that as well? She packed 280. Is it 80 or 180s? 160s?
160.
So how much is that? 320.
How much tea will you drink? That's ridiculous.
You packed 320 tea bags.
Yeah.
And I went, that's not enough. That's not enough. So I snuck an extra 180 in my bag. And this morning was the great reveal when Joe thought she'd run out of tea bags and was looking very gloomy. I think that's probably why she was arguing with me and got all grumpy. So anyway, and then he said his name again, Klaus. Made us a cup of tea, didn't he?
Yeah, and then he noticed
nice
you on
Spanish cup of tea.
Facebook, didn't he? And started saying something about Facebook.
Yes,
and
he did. And
his
we was
English
going,
is good, but it takes you a little bit to sort of get on the same level as... He intersperses it, doesn't he, with different words, with German words and Spanish words, and you've just got to kind of get the gist of what he's saying, haven't you?
But you can. You can,
absolutely
Anyway,
can.
we found out this morning that he'd been banned from Facebook. Not banned. He said, I haven't been on Facebook. I thought, yeah, it's rubbish. We were going, it's rubbish.
We're going, get off
Who goes
it.
on bloody Facebook these days? Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, it turns out he'd been banned for a month. So God knows what he said. But then he went
He
raving on
kept
about
saying,
Arabs
he
in
kept saying
Germany.
the word nigger, didn't he? He said that about 5 times. So I would imagine he's written something in that
The M word.
context. Yeah, he said that and got kicked
And then,
off.
and then, and then, and then he started raving. Oh, it's just funny, isn't it? It is interesting. And we were just having the conversation, weren't we? And we're going, he is probably about 60-ish, isn't he?
Yeah,
Klaus.
I think that's fair.
And there is no way, because there's no way on this earth he's going to change his opinion.
Well, and he did it the other way. He did it initially when we first got here, when he would keep saying as well that there's a lot of illegal immigrants that get paid thousands of pounds in benefits in Germany. It's mad though, isn't it?
But that's that normal argument, isn't it?
That's what they say in England,
If you read the Lancashire Telegraph, right, and they put a story about, just happens to be, let's say, a Polish man who's been caught doing the soch, right? There'll be loads and loads of white people that are caught.
Exactly.
And I don't want you to just, I'm not, there's some lefty, I don't want to be painting myself as that anymore, like I was painting myself out before. But they'll go, the more bigoted, that's the word, bigoted people will go, yeah, they're coming over here, blah blah blah. There are people doing that of every single race.
Well, it's basic psychology as well. It's like when we bought our new car. All of a sudden, every car we saw was a flipping Skoda Octavia because you're just heightened. You've got a heightened awareness.
What does that mean? You're on about that? You see that everyone's ripping the social?
No.
Or everyone's a racist?
When you have a heightened awareness, so you're not going to see.
So once you see one
white
racist
people.
German, there's loads of them. Is that what you're saying?
No. You know what I'm saying?
I don't. I do know what you're saying.
Okay.
You see loads of cars when you just bought a car, but I don't know where the point is when it comes to...
You're not looking at white people. They're not on your radar. You're picking Polish people out or you're picking Asian people out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just have
I do.
You just
I would imagine down our
heightened to
street
that.
there's loads of people robbing the soch.
I would agree.
You know what I mean? And they'll all be,
Yeah.
as white as the snowdrops.
Your bum.
Can't think of a word then. I don't know. Anyway, so we sat there and we had this conversation afterwards. Do you go, actually, Klaus, I don't particularly want to sit here and listen to this.
Yeah.
But then there is no point, because then you feel rude. And he has just made you a cup of tea and he's about to get you into your apartment. Or what do you do? What do you do? We decided to sit there and just grin and not reassure his
all my
opinions.
life, I've always been
word?
Yeah.
Not reassure. What's the word I'm looking for?
Challenge him, really.
We didn't challenge him at all, did we?
No, and I have done all my life. If anybody said things like that, yeah, I think you've got a responsibility too. Yeah, absolutely. If you're happy to open your mouth in public and come out with very opinionated remarks, be they left wing, right wing, or whatever,
right.
you're opening yourself to being challenged. If you're not saying, oh, that's red or that's blue. You're coming out with something that people have strong opinions about. So I think you have to challenge people. I've certainly challenged racism all day long. All day long. I've had rows since I was about 17.
Why didn't you challenge that then?
Because language barrier.
You can't have that. You'd have got yourself heard if you wanted to get yourself heard.
I would have done.
You're not having that one. You're not having that.
I don't want it. I'm not bothered. The reason I didn't challenge him then was because he's in a position of power over us, and if we fell out with him, it will wreck the rest of the bloody holiday.
Once again, Klaus is in a position of power over the English. Eh? And Klaus says something a little bit racist, and the English go, "Oh, that's terrible. I know. That's terrible."
But if we offended him,
I don't say anything until they.
Can you imagine?
Until they go into Poland.
We've got another 12 days here yet. If we offended him now and he fell out with us, it'd be really awkward, wouldn't it? It's just not worth it, is it? All. Plus, he's 60, really opinionated, really solid and sure about his opinions.
I just thought there's no point in this. I don't agree with you.
He lives in flipping Tenerife. He's not putting a right lot of blooming harm out into the world, is he? So crack on. Shut up.
Well, he's off Facebook now as well. But there's always Twitter, isn't there? Anyway, so we sat there, and that's just a buy. That was just a by the by, wasn't it? Really. And we sat there, and we've learnt about bananas. That's another thing. That was another bugbear, is that the bananas on this banana plantation, which are very good apparently, aren't allowed to be sold in Europe.
They're too small.
According to Klaus, because they're too small for the shops, unless they're going to a specialist shop. So they're only sold in Spain. So inferior small bananas from the Canaries can only go to Spain.
And they're supposed to be nicer, apparently, as well, according to Klaus. I think, do you know what?
Bananas
I'm going to call him
bananas.
Klaus now. I like it. I like Klaus loads better.
Do you?
It looks like a Klaus. He's a massive man, you know. You know when you were stood next to him?
I know, I look thin.
You look really little.
Good.
It's like that. Flipping heck, I've married a dwarf.
So we're sitting there, and so we learned about the bananas and stuff.
We did.
And then the head of the plantation tipped up.
Of course, he'd just finished work for the day at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. They've just actually filled a lorry up, to be fair. Haven't they? Filled a lorry load of bananas from the plantation. So that means going to a tree, cutting the bunch of bananas, which is probably about 3. Well, you must have seen a bloody bunch of bananas in your life. Not a bunch, a whole.
No, plant.
Like the whole, you know, which is what? That must be 4 foot long.
3, I'd say.
So it's like, and then round, it's probably like a 12-year-old boy. No, it's not. It's probably like a
No, it's
4-year-old.
graft though, isn't it? It's graft.
Yeah, it is graft. And then we sat there at the front, and all of a sudden, this little Spaniard bloke tipped up, opened the door like that, voila, and that was it. And he'd broken in. I have no idea how we got in.
I don't know how we got in.
We've been right around the property, haven't we? Couldn't get in at all, and he just tipped up. So,
That's
the moral
good,
of this
'cause
story
we're not
is,
burglars, are we?
you want to watch yourself in Tenerife if there's any little Spaniards, because they'll rob you. But what made us laugh, because I came straight in and I said to Auntie Jo, Auntie Jo, I hope your knickers aren't on the floor in the bedroom, because he'd walked through the bedroom. Thankfully,
I'd had a bit of a clean up. That's why I would tidying up.
So you picked your
I
knickers
wasn't
up off
getting
the
ready.
floor. You picked a pair of knickers off the floor, and that's clearing up. It's not clearing up at all. I've emptied that bin this morning, put a new bin in it. I've done all the recycling. I've put it all in the car.
I washed up.
Whatever. So then we start talking about knickers, because where he came in is our washing line as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's one of Joe's sports bras and a towel, which obviously is all right. And then we start talking about. I said, well, he's going to have a look into it. He's going to know that you got a sports bra now, you know, and he's going to hopefully didn't go through my underwear drawer looking at my boxer shorts. But then we were talking about a knicker. Says a lot about it, don't
It does. You totally judge people. In fact, you do. It's a cliche, isn't it? Put a clean pair of knickers on in case you get run over. But you totally judge people because you can wear any underwear. You can be as scruffy
What's your
as you
underwear
want.
like now then? Is it soiled or something?
No.
Just take your bloody pants off.
Yeah.
Showing off on. They're mine.
Nice. No, they're not.
They ought to be. Mine have all got holes in.
Exactly, you're a right scruff. I
I
completely
have,
judge
but
you
I-
when you're blinking boxer shorts. They've lost so much elasticity they resemble a gym of yours. Like flipping skirts.
They are really. They are like they're like PE knickers.
So that's who you are,
Oh,
wearing PE knickers.
they're not PE
No,
knickers, like
wearing-
PE skirts, isn't
No,
it?
you
Really?
did. You
There's
threw
no-
a pair. I was well impressed with you last week. You threw a pair. That's. In fact, I don't know if I've ever seen you throw a pair. It's usually me who throws
I know.
them.
What I like to do is I like to wear them the proper way round on the first day, and then I turn them inside out and wear them that way around. Do you know what I mean? And then the day after that, I turn them inside out again, but back to front, and then turn them inside out again. So that's 4 days.
I'm always buying you new ones, and you save them for best. You don't wear them. They're
I know,
always in the
but-
bottom of your drawer.
But what if I get knocked over and I ain't got my pair of best ones on? You know what I mean?
If you got your tatty ones on.
Mine are, mine are.
They're half decent these days.
They're
I know
all right.
they've massively
all right.
improved, I have to
They're
say.
all right.
And I hold myself responsible
Why are we
for
talking
that.
about my underwear anyway?
Because yours is scruffy. Because that's what we were saying about you totally judge people on that. Because
Yeah.
if you...
I was glad that they want a pair of. No, they won't be, would they? They won't be. But, you know, when the little Spanish man, the little Spanish burglar came into the apartment, there was nothing. There was nothing on the floor. So why are we
Not on the
worried?
floor.
We're not worried.
No.
Hey?
Some clothes on the
What?
bed.
Anyway, we've got a fiesta. Fiesta?
Carnival.
Fiesta. Is that
It's
the right
same
word
thing,
as well?
isn't it? Yeah.
Carnival coming on Sunday.
Yeah.
There's a carnival
How super
coming.
exciting
And,
is that?
everyone wears masks and robs banks. No, they don't. They wear... it's Greek mythology this year, the theme. It's the Canarian Carnival, and it starts in February, which is today, which is February the 1st.
Sunday,
and
February
ours
the
is on the
4th.
4th.
Yeah.
But it goes all the way around the islands, so it goes to Gran Canaria and everywhere, and every town, major town, has a do. And I think it finishes in...
Is it Ash Wednesday?
It finishes in Santa Cruz.
Yes, it does.
On the
doesn't it?
18th.
The capital of Tenerife.
18th.
Yeah.
So it's going to go. It started. I think it starts today, and then it'll be somewhere tonight or tomorrow, or whatever. And then it just keeps moving.
We get it in our town on Sunday.
Well, what we should do is maybe we should take the recorder down with us and
yeah.
record some of the festivities and stuff.
That's a good idea.
I'm hoping that as we walk around Puerto de Cruz, that no one's going to try and sell us a meal or a lucky. Do you want to buy a watchy?
Do you want to buy a fake handbag?
Yeah, we've had a few offers, haven't we? So it's all looking quite good, isn't it?
It is.
And tell the listeners or the listener, hi Janet, about Dr. Feelgood.
Well,
We went on a.
we thought we'd just have a look out and about.
What's your name? Veronica. Squatch.
Boxer.
This is Veronica. She's just joined us. No, we went to
Dr. Feel.
Costa. What's it called over there? Santa
Co-
Cruz. Bloody
Santa
hell.
Cruz.
Santa Cruz.
Costa.
Which is Saint Christopher. I bet
Yes,
it's
it
something like
is.
that, I don't know. Anyway, and we put in Google Maps. We was looking around and stuff. We put in cannabis. Did you get that? Cannabis. Into Google Maps, and it came up with this because I don't know if you know, but in Spain at the moment it's tolerated. It's not legal, and it's in this kind of mad world, isn't it? And we just thought, I wonder what it's like. Cannabis. I'd like to try it, wouldn't you? I mean, I'm nearly 51 years old, and I thought I'd like to go at that. So because it's tolerated, we thought, well, we're tolerant people. Let's go down and find Dr. Feelgood, and we found him, didn't we?
As if he's on Google.
He was on Google. And it's got this little weird shop like in the rough part of town, isn't it? Which we quite liked as well.
Yeah.
It was full of those what they called those cash converter type shops, weren't they?
Yeah.
Loads of cash converters selling things like fishing rods as well. So we went to see Dr. Feelgood, and he says, "What do you want? How do you want to feel?" And I went, I don't know, better than I feel now. And he went, "Good, you come to the right place. I give you this." And he gave me this, and he showed me how to work the machine thing, and we have a go. And can I tell you, Janet, it's wacky. That's what I'd say.
It's quite bouncy, isn't it? It's quite nice.
Well, that's what you keep telling me. I have no idea. But maybe I watch enough films. I'll get to know all about it. So there you are. That's our week.
That's how we're rolling in Tenerife.
That's how we're rolling. We're going for a walk now. We're going to have a look at some more banana plants, because you can never see enough banana plants.
You can never see enough.
Especially in Tenerife.
And
Apparently,
lovely.
it's sunny in the south of Tenerife, and
It's sunny here, to be fair.
sunny here today.
It's lovely.
It's a really nice day.
Yeah.
And actually, like we'll try and do. I've just paid another bloody
Yes.
another bill.
Well, we'll do the carnival, and then it's my birthday next week, isn't it? We should do a birthday podcast.
Oh yeah.
So I can tell them what I've got for my birthday.
You're not getting anything for your birthday, okay? I can't walk into a shop and speak Spanish and buy you something nice, can I? How can I do that? I ain't got the training. You know what I mean? Un glace s'il vous plaît. That's that languages I learned.
That's right.
Oh, and Das Fenster ist geschlossen. There you go. That's the
You
extent
can
of my
always
languages.
point at things.
What, like?
Like
How do I
nice
say
jewellery.
how much?
So, yeah. I can't remember now.
I don't actually know how to say.
You do know how to say that, I've heard you say.
I know.
You can do that, just point.
I know.
Go on, Mark. Go on.
What? You're not buy. What did you buy me for my birthday?
A trip
Oh,
to Graceland.
well, yeah. Who paid for it though?
Me!
You did not.
I did.
It was on the card. Anything's on the cards paid by Mark, isn't it? We've learnt that one. When the question is, shall we buy cash or buy it on the card? It's usually get it on the card, isn't it?
Rubbish.
Hey, who bought you some stripy trousers this week?
Oh, yeah,
From
you did,
Sarah,
actually.
or whoever her name is.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough rambling. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. Remember, this is a word from our sponsors. Buy a Ford car and off Joanne, and you can have it for 400 quid. We've got a Ford car, haven't we? We can put 12 months MOT on it for you. It's great little runner, isn't it?
It's fabulous.
Joanne doesn't drive it anymore because of the court case. No, she doesn't drive it because she doesn't drive it.
I don't need
We've
it.
just got one car.
That's why we're selling it. Don't bloody need the thing.
We don't need it. So, any of you, this episode of One Life Wing It is sponsored by Joanne's Ford car. Ford, where your money buys more. Ford.
Look, you're just rambling now.
No, that's an old advert from Nottingham. If there's Nottingham listeners, there used to be a shop called Ford's. Ford's, where your money buys more. Ford's. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Was it a cheap shop?
No, it was like it'd be like a pound shop. It used to have everything. Everything wasn't a pound. It's probably less than a pound in them days. But it was like a department store, but with one floor.
Yeah, right, cool.
What? They were massive. Fords were. They were all. Oi, you're talking to the people that gave you Wilkinsons. You're talking to the people that gave you Boots, the chemist. You're talking to the people that gave you rally bikes and John Player cigarettes. Do you know what I mean? So, we give it in one hand with a bike and we take it away in the John Player fags. What a Burley given the world. Go on then.
Football. Obvs.
So you're saying I'm going to turn it off in a minute because this is ridiculous. So Nottingham Forest Football Club against Burnley Football Club, against Liverpool Football Club, against Man United Football Club. That's what they all go. When we go abroad, right?
To be fair, Mark, Nottingham's a really big city and Burnley's a small town.
Right.
It's rocket science, isn't it?
And?
Ian McKellen.
There you go.
Alistair Campbell.
Now you're starting to cook with gas. You know what I mean? Robert Lindsay. Anyway, I'm going to go.
Oh, move on.
I'm
Come
going
on.
to go. Robin Hood. See you later. Bye-bye. She's not saying bye-bye to you today.
Oh, sorry. No, just going to... Bye.